Morning, everybody. See peel like that. I brought little Blue up to the house for her so she doesn't have to walk anywhere. She could always take the side-by-side down to the shop, but with this snow that we're getting this morning on this ice, everywhere you go around here it's icy. Makes it super slick with that little bit of snow. Big Blue's running. I need to scrape the alleyway from the bulls and the new cows. Bring them fresh cut feed. That other cut feed, I'll just the stuff that's really not worth anything anymore. They've picked through it completely. I could spruce it up and get them eating it again if I give them some grain, but I think I'm just gonna take that little bit of waste type stuff and give it to the calves, and they can sleep on it or whatever they want to do with it. And then, oh boy, there we go. I'll show you here right away. Radio down, load her up, and then after I'm done with that, the reason I brought little Blue up to the yard, to the house, is yesterday we started the bales that the deer have not attacked. So the good ones that are in that stack, we started moving them. CP put 16 of them right there. Now this green/yellow oat bales, and then the rest of them were basically taken to the far side of the yard where our big bale stack yard is. So yeah, all good. We got 16 here. Now a little history. Oh, and I got a phone call. I'll bring you guys back after. Okay guys, so now I'm back. So the phone call was from SAS Crop Insurance, who also deal with damage on bales from wildlife and whatnot, and predator predation control, so on and so forth. Anyways, so I did talk to my veterinarian about the CWD transfer to cattle. Like, there's a few reports that I saw where it did say that it is transferable, like 25-30% transferable. There's lots of reports that say it is not transferable. My veterinarian says it is not transferable. SAS Crop Insurance, they claim they talked to the Saskatchewan veterinarian, and they say it is not transferable. But then when you Google online and you hit one or two reports that say it is transferable, like even if it's only 5% chance risk, would you guys take that chance? I guess if you had, here, I'm gonna turn you around. So I guess if we had if we were dealing with a feed shortage and we had to feed the bales, okay, fine, right? But being that CP and I are lucky that we're not in a feed shortage situation, it'd sure be nice to have them bales as carryover. But do we want to take that chance, right? Like, even if as small as 5%, you get one or two cows that get infected, or better yet, their calves are, or the cows and the calves become poor doers. Like, that's, to me, that's a lot of money There she goes. That's a lot of money going down the drain. And being that we are in, our farm revolves more around the cattle income versus a grain income. It's livestock based. So yeah, I'm gonna lose some money here on the bales, but I don't know what to say, guys. Do I just relocate these bales and put them out so the deer can bring the cows home from the bush and put the bales out there so the deer can go and attack the bales, what's left of them out there? Or do we do what I said before, just destroy the bales, burn them? I don't know. Time will tell here. We're moving the oat bales that the deer have not touched, which is kind of just, I find weird. Like, we got the barley bales like literally a foot to a foot and a half away from the green oat bales, and they're not touching the green oat bales. They're only touching the barley alfalfa mix bales. So is it the alfalfa in those bales? Is it the barley in them? I don't know, but there's something in those bales that they want over the oat bales. Anyways, so that's the history on the CWD transfer to cattle. If you listen to the government veterinarian, my personal local veterinarian, they're saying nope, don't have to worry about it. They're more concerned about coyote, fox, our household dogs, yard dogs, manuring on the bales and making the cows sick. They're more concerned with that than they are with CWD making the cows sick. So anyway, that's the story. I am going to help CP get the rest of these bales moved over here to the other side of the yard, these oat bales. And there we go. That way we can just use them from this side of the yard versus the other side. And when we bring the cows in, we don't have to worry about the cows getting into these oat bales. Okay, I'll let you guys go. We're gonna work at getting the rest of these done, so later. And she's got another one. We only got 4 bales left here, and we got them all cleaned out of here. Just had another phone call about this stuff. Like, won't be able to move them bales without a grapple. That's for damn sure. Round bale spear, they'll just fall apart. You won't touch those bales with a round bale spear. The phone call I had was from I believe she was like in the office of, or is, the Saskatchewan government veterinarian or whatever. The person that everybody's supposed to listen to, right? And yeah, she said, no worries, you don't have to worry about it, blah blah blah. There's absolutely no way the cows can get it from contaminated feed sources. So I don't know. Like I said before, guys, I don't know. Do you listen to all these people and take the chance and feed it? Or do you say to hell with it? Like we are, CP and I have discussed it a little bit now this morning already, and we thought, well, we can shred a shitload, well, not a shitload, but a couple of those bales out for the bulls and let them do what they want with it, if they want to bed on it or if they want to pick through it and eat some of the grains or whatever. But also in conjunction to that, give them a decent hay bale. Take them off cut feed and give them a good hay bale and see what happens. Replacing 2 or 3 bulls is a hell of a lot cheaper than replacing a whole cow herd, right? Anyways, we're gonna continue getting the last 4 bales. I'll let you guys go and we'll talk to y'all later. Oh, fun. Gotta get hot water at the water bowls at the barn. To thaw out the valves. Yay! So since there's 3 water bowls there, I'll probably go through all of this jug and at least half of that jug. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty, guys. Well, we been busy. We got all of our oat bales moved out of here. I made the crowded in area around those barley bales that are all fucked up from the deer a lot smaller, so the cows can't get into them. Because even if we did let the cows have at them, that's way too much grain in these bales. They would get like a grain overload and they can get really sick from that. Anyways, I got this one barley bale. Yeah, it's got to get moved the hell out of here. I'm gonna throw it in the shredder, I think. We got all of the cows. We got them into our corral that I made yesterday, and we sorted all our heifers off. Them 10 heifers that are due to start calving here basically mid-March. That's done. So they're all in the corral. I pushed a bunch of snow in corral, what we call corral 3. And CP and I had discussed about putting the bulls in what we call our new corral. But there's no water in the new corral. So generally what we do is if we got cattle in there, we have them water in corral 3, just walk across. But in this case, just hang on, guys. There we go. In this case, I was talking to her and I said, well, why don't we just put the friggin' bulls in corral 3 and be done with it? They don't need to go in the new corral. So that's a discussion that's still up in the air. Because I could always whip into there and shred some of this out in corral 3 too. I don't know how these freaking bales are gonna shred. With our Jiffy, it's hit and miss. Sometimes some bales they shred out not too bad, and the next one doesn't shred where the fuck. And being that these bales are all chewed on and a little bit ripped apart, I'm gonna guess that they'll shred out okay, but who the hell knows, right? Hard to say for sure. But anyway, power is back on. and we got water flowing everywhere finally. That was a bit of an issue today because when the power was out, they drank all the water lines down. Then when the power came on, well, the pumps turned on, but the pressure settings went to 0. Well, then the pump doesn't turn on. So then you're hooped. So you gotta, with our system, you gotta kind of funky around with the pressure switch and get it to hold. You gotta hold it on, and then once you hit 30 psi, and it doesn't take much, like just a few seconds, and then it's good to go. But once you hit that 30 psi, that's our pump turn on pressure, or kick on or kick out, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff going on here, but we got through her, we got it all done, so it's all good. Quick stop and check over here. Oh boy. Well, you know which ones have been getting grain, but this one right here with the orange tag right here, that's a heifer. The white face back there is a heifer. The broccoli face is a heifer. The black one and the black one side by side, those are both heifers, like first time calvers I'm talking here, guys. The big black girl right behind this one, the big black one right behind her, you can just see her back. You can't see her there, she just lifted her head. That's a first time calver. The one with her head in the feeder is a first time calver. Tall red one right there, that's a first timer. So yeah, there's a few of them in here, mixed with all of our replacement heifers. Cows in almost every corral. Then these 14 girls, and then there's a cow sale on Saturday that we're thinking about going to. You never know, we might find another 2 or 3 that work in our system and work in our price tag range. I was going to clean this alleyway up and bring them all fresh stuff, and then I decided not to and make them eat it down and clean it up themselves. I'm just kicking this little bit of light stuff up for these girls. They can munch away for tonight at it. And tomorrow I'll definitely be bringing in cut feed, loading up the cut feed alley here. Probably end up moving the bulls tomorrow. Worst part is, I went and I put that feeder out there with a really nice alfalfa bale in it for the bulls. So I guess I could put them in that corral until they eat that feeder down. And then move them, lock them into corral 3 specifically, right? But anyway, guys, I want to let you go for today. And fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you later.